Hi, my name is Atul Suri. I'm working for the European Business and Technology Center. I am the cluster lead for transport and logistics at EBTC, and I'm also leading the EU-India aviation cluster. Today in this call, we are here together with ELCA to explore business opportunities for lightweight materials in the automotive sector and for the aviation industry. With me, I have our business partners from ELCA and COSME. Emma Arusi is from ELCA, and she is in the project management for ELCA. Emma, what are lightweight materials in general, or what are lightweight technologies?
Yes, good question, Atul. Lightweight technology is basically the making and the application of lightweight materials in advanced technologies. So, for example, the manufacturing of cars and airplanes.
Okay, and what is the potential to transform this technology in the aviation and automotive sector into like reduce costs, and on the other hand, improve durability and to drive sustainability?
Lightweight materials reduce the weight of transport vehicles and therefore lessen the use of fossil fuels and other energy sources. Also, they're very modular and strong, and therefore they're very useful and durable choice of material for making manufacturing these advanced technologies.
And what are the latest innovations in lightweight technologies in Europe?
One of the latest technologies is the circularity of composite materials in this lightweighting, which offers another dimension to the sustainability in lightweighting and therefore ensures reusability of the materials.
Okay, and where does ELCA come in?
ELCA is an alliance, the European Lightweight Cluster Alliance, that connects SMEs, large enterprises, and research technology organizations in the lightweighting industry to accelerate the adoption of lightweight materials in strategic industries.
Thanks, Emma. That was very insightful. I'm now moving on to Dr. Katharina Schöps from COSME. She is the project coordinator of that European project. Katharina, India is a massive consumption market and one of the fastest growing economies. What is the potential you see for lightweight technologies in India?
Yeah, hello, Atul, you are right. We see in India an enormous potential for lightweighting, also beyond mobility sectors. Lightweighting principles help to harmonize the needs of the growing industry with the resultant impacts on the massive resource consumption and on environment. And that's why we think that using new high-tech and high-performance lightweighting materials will help to make vehicles and planes more competitive, because they will consume less fuel and they can increase their capacities and range. And that all creates new opportunities along the whole value chains and creates even new value chains.
Yeah, I agree. And what are your strategic objectives in India, and what role does partnering with EBTC play for you?
Atul, we rather think on strategic objectives not in, but with India. And ELCA aims at exploring synergies with the Indian companies and research organizations. We know that India is very strong in that, and we want to create mutual benefit. And European partners, for example, could provide know-how on scalable and mass production technologies for new lightweighting materials such as composites, as well as on customized materials for specific applications. That could also be one approach to cope with the scarcity and raising prices for some raw materials. Of course, we would like to follow with you the path of circularity of the technologies and the materials. And me personally, I'm happy that we found EBTC as a partner for these activities in and with India. You are for us a trusted and professional experienced partner who can support that collaboration and the transfer of technologies to the Indian companies. And we are proud to follow with you the strategic roadmap.
Thank you, Katharina. Of course, we are looking forward to cooperate with you in the future. With me, I have now our Managing Director from EBTC, Mr. Paul Jensen. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Atul. How are you?
Good, thanks. Looking at lightweight materials in the automotive and aerospace sector in India, could you give us a short overview of the automotive and aerospace sector in India and the potential for lightweight technologies to increase the efficiency in that particular sector?
Thank you, Atul. Look, I think Katharina already hit the nail on the head, so to say. India is a growing market, and specifically in these markets. So in the automotive sector, with 3.5 million units sold in the commercial vehicle and automotive space last year, it just goes to show what a massive market India is. Yeah, and with India's commitment at Glasgow to reduce emissions, lightweight materials makes all the sense in the world, combined with what India wants to do in that space in terms of e-mobility, for instance. Yeah, but in other parts of the mobility space, even rail, trucks, which are part of commercial vehicles, obviously, aviation, very, very interesting to get involved in lightweight materials. Also because in the last budget that the Indian government announced in February, there's a big focus on spending in infrastructure, so building infrastructure for movement of goods and movement of passengers, as well as logistics itself. So what is all being done in the logistics space is quite impressive. What is being done in rail with double stacking of containers, with 1 kilometer trains, even longer trains than that, in the trucking space. And what Katharina mentioned, if the equipment that is transporting goods is lesser weight, then you have more room for more cargo, and per unit of cargo, you're then emitting less. So it all makes a lot of sense to focus on lightweight materials, for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. And what are the next steps planned by EBTC and ELCA to achieve these objectives?
Yeah, Atul, I'm quite excited about going forward, because what we have planned is super interesting. It's really beyond events. It's a much more sort of a programmatic approach that we've taken. It's quite an interesting structure with some initiatives that are all trying to build that bridge between Europe and India, making manufacturers in Europe, technology owners in Europe, meet the relevant partners here in India to actually build business, to engage in a partnership, and that way invigorate the Europe-India business corridor.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Thank you to all speakers here in this call. We had some very interesting insights, and we would like to deepen that in our upcoming B2B event on the 24th of March, which will be held by EBTC and ELCA. I recommend to register for this event, and looking forward to very interesting B2B sessions. Thank you very much. Goodbye.